What is good, people? I'm back with another video for the channel, but this time it's a FIFA 21. Just thought I'd give you some little tips and ideas for building your starter squads, and for this I'm looking at the Tyson Ishmaeli Perfect Link. As you can see, Tyson, he's already got great pace, his shooting's okay, could do with a little bit more positioning and stuff, but stamina's a bit of an issue, but not majorly early game. But with that pace and the agility combo, he's going to be elite. So elite. I don't want to get misquoted here. But no traits added on yet. 3-star weak foot, 4-star skills. He'll do the job. And Ishmaeli just for the perfect link, well-rounded stats, good dribbling on a fullback, decent pace, decent stand for early game. Get something like a sentinel, maybe even an anchor if you've got the coins early doors, but he's going to do okay. Nothing major, he's just an all-round decent player. I'm looking at this French league trio here. The left back looks like a great pickup. What I like about this is Denaire only needs one link to make him good, so you can pick up the Lyon goalie, pick up any French league keeper, any Belgian keeper. So quite easy to hybridise out of, but it's not the finished article yet. It's not complete like most people would do with their strong link triangles. Like my perfect link, you could go anywhere you like from. This one you are a little pegged in, but there's so many keepers you could pick from. I mean, you could still go for cells, and I mean that's going to get you out of there, and everyone's happy. You can go for Mandanda and pick any French centre back. Lopez will get you out of there, not needing any more links, so there's plenty you can go for. Let's take a look at the in-game stats of these boys. As you can see with Denaire, he's got great pace for a centre back, especially early game. The stamina's not an issue on a centre back. Good jumping, good strength. That stand tackle, sliding tackle combo is decent enough. Little bit maybe you could do with a touch on the dribbling, but I don't think it's a major issue. I wouldn't mind stepping up the pass in the touch. I like to play out from the back, but yeah, you could go anything here. You could go anchor, jump him up a little bit. Catalyst, I think, would make him a great ball playing centre half. But yeah, you could even go sentinel. He's already got okay pace, not elite, but pretty fast for early game centre back. Kamara looks like a great pickup for a cheap beast. I don't think he's going to cost a lot of money. I try not to say how much people are going to cost because I'm not a market guru. Looks like a great pickup and play your number 10, play box to box. One thing I didn't like was his stamina. That stamina is just a touch too low for me. But the passing stats are top level. I'm not using him for crossing, so once you get rid of those. Short passing, vision, he's got it. His dribbling is good here, so again, probably an engine, something like an engine. You could even boost his shooting up depending on how you want to use your hour. If you're using him as number 10, maybe knock up that shooting. If you're using him as a box to box, I would probably put an engine on him just to make him feel that little less clunky, a little bit quicker, and just make him all round a little bit sharper. This is a Man United trio that I'll come up with. Wan-Bissaka could be a little expensive, but with the amount of right backs now in the Premier League, you may not be as expensive as I first thought. Fred could be a sneaky one with those well-rounded stats. He might creep up a touch, but I think again with the amount of centre mids in the Prem, he should sneak down in price comfortably. And Eric Bailly I don't see being a problem. Because of it, I think if you have changed them to 79s to 80s, I think people get excited. But with no 80 stats there, I think he may sneak down in price a little bit. So looking at Fred's in games, he's got fairly decent physical stats. Great dribbling, especially if you want to use him as a CDM. His passing is good with the vision and short passing. Again, I'm not going to cross with him. I'm not taking free kicks. I wouldn't mind. Sound like a broken record. I wouldn't mind putting an engine on him. Jump up again with a little bit more pace. Again, if you had the money, you could put a shadow on him, make him a real solid CDM. You could put an anchor on him, but for me, I don't feel like he needs that too much. Wan-Bissaka just looks top class, but like I say, he could be a little bit expensive. For me, I'm not going to touch that pace. That pace is more than quick enough. For stamina's a touch of an issue, but early game shouldn't be too bad. That defending stats I wouldn't touch. He looks good enough there. Everything good enough, especially for a fullback. Dribbling's even okay. Balance is a little off, but nothing major. But you got to do something with the passing. The passing, as in real life, is fairly atrocious. You've got to do something about that. And Eric Boy, like I say, this could be a sneaky under the radar pick, I'm not sure, but he's actually got pretty good physicals. The stamina is an issue, but being a centre back, and he's not going to run all up and down the pitch. I don't think the stamina is going to hold you back too far. The defending stats are fine, maybe a little clunky with his balance and agility, so you might want to do something about that. This is a Chinese league quad that I've put in. Al Shawari looking a little bit out of place there, but he's fine. He still picks up his links. Old school beast. Good agility, but fairly average outside of the pace. 5-star skills make up for that for some of you guys. I probably wouldn't use this this card. I'd try and find a way of getting the other 3 into a team without him, but a lot of people like him. The nostalgia of playing with an Al Shawari, but with that stamina, not for me. Alex Teixeira looks like a baller this year, especially early game. That agility coupled with that pace is just ridiculous. I would do something to get the shooting up. This could even be a sniper. Good stamina, 4-star, 4 stars, very helpful. High low work rates. Yeah, this guy could be a sneaky pick early doors. But that shooting's got to change. Something's got to give there. Paulinho, again, this could be an expensive link with him and Talisca, but great stamina, great physicals in general, really. Good defending stats. I wouldn't mind knocking those up a touch, but I'd probably leave them in all honesty. Go for something like a Catalyst. That pace, I'd knock the pace up a touch with anything. You could even go for an engine again. Shooting stats are great, especially for a CDM, but fairly irrelevant. Until this good little bit at the start of the show, I think this guy's got unbelievable stats for a player of his. Well, what I perceived is fee to be. How much you're going to have to pay for this guy. Good stamina. The balance is low, but he's a tall guy. It's 4-star, 4-star, but all around, just this guy could be a beast early days. I think with the right chem style, he's already got good acceleration. Just knock that sprint speed up a little bit, and I think you've really got someone on your hands. Again, sounding like a broken record, but he'd be scary with an engine on, a hunter if you've got the money, and then you can play him pretty much where you like. He's got everything. Until Iska there picks up the hot perfect link, so you're good with anyone around him. This Bundesliga trio, it could be very expensive with Upamecano, Klosterman and Lima, but it just looks too good. It looks too good. I think every man and his dog's going to try and pick up Klosterman. I think he could be expensive, but with that pace, you can see why. 6'2", good jumping, good stamina. I think the passing needs a lot of work. But the defending stats are great. His reactions are very good, which would be, anyone who's played for a long time knows that's massively important. But you could stick a shadow on him, he's away. Again, for me, I already like his defending stats. I would probably put something like a Catalyst on him. Pace wins every time, right? And I'll get caught passing out from the back a lot, and with 62 vision and pretty poor short passing, that's what I would change about this card. Lima, or Lima, however you pronounce his name. This guy looks like the cheap, or what I think will be the cheap Zakaria. Good pace, good defending stats, sparring your head in, but great stamina, good short passing, good enough short passing. Again, broken record time, but an engine, let's just say an engine on all midfielders and you're probably good, but an engine on him makes him a little less stiff, a little more pacey, and I don't think he needs it, but really just knocking that vision up will be handy, because I do like his passing, his short passing, but it's the pace. I think an engine will do him a world of good. And Upamecano, this guy could be anything price wise. I mean, he's got a lot of hype around him at the minute, but with that strength and aggression, good jumping, already at 6'1". The passing again needs work. You will get caught on the ball if you try and pass out with this card. The heading accuracy is good. The stand tackle is brilliant. Again, a little bit stiff. This could be a tough card to play with. It sounds odd to say when you're looking at the other stats that are great, but if you play out from the back, I wouldn't try and do it too much with this card. And again, any Bundesliga goalkeeper will do. You can literally stick anybody in and they'll get the links. These guys don't need them. And this is just an idea of a squad that I'll come up with just for a little bit of a giggle. Starter squad. I think Lima, Klosterman, Llorente is in everybody's team is going to be expensive, but your two fullbacks are just fairly basic. You can literally pick any Bundesliga goalie, as I said before, to fill out the team, so Hradecki doesn't come up with a lot of other links, so he might be the one that sneaks down in price. Let's have a look at some of these guys' stats that we haven't already looked at. So Canales looks to be a good player. Again, a number 10 type. The stamina's not a massive issue early game, but you'll want him to get out of there pretty quick. Pace is looking on the low side, but his shooting stats are pretty decent. I would probably try and put something on there to up those, whether you wanted to go for a sniper maybe, or a hunter. Llorente, he could be big bucks, but he looks like an absolute beast. For me, I think he looks like a brilliant second holding midfielder in a 4-2-3-1, or box to box potentially, with good stamina. He got decent passing stats in the right areas, but the overall doesn't look too fantastic. But the important stats are there. Again, an engine for me to boost up that agility and mainly balance, because he's going to be a bit wooden, but that could turn him from a great looking card into a great card. So Morales, last year's darling of the starter squad, still looks like he's got a great card. Stamina's a little bit on the poor side, but you might want to sub him off for cheap beast. 4-star. The curve's good. His pace is okay. The positioning's great, but the rest of the shooting's a little bit be desired. For me, I'll put a sniper on him. Just boost up that dribbling a touch. But yeah, there's no point putting physical. He's never going to be a tank. So yeah, get him a little bit faster feeling with good finishing, and he should still be great for you. This guy just looks like a nice, well-rounded player and helps you get the link to Rafinha. Great jumping and great stamina. Quite short, so the jumping is needed. The pace is not brilliant, but it's okay. Defending and passing for me is where this guy needs it. You could even go dribbling and defending just to get that agility up a touch. But again, the passing is poor, so you could go between those. Anything there and you'll be good. Rafinha, again, nice to have a player early doors with a lot of pace. Decent agility, balance is okay actually. It looks low at 79 because it's yellow, but it's actually still decent. 3-star weak foot, 4-star skills, decent stamina early game, so hopefully he's one you can leave on. He's got decent shooting, not brilliant shooting, so yeah, I would probably get something Maestro-ish on him and just knock up the passing, the shooting and the dribbling. And that's the team. So it's a good starter team, but I think these guys are low enough rated to hold where they are. And that's it. If you like the video, please like it and comment if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel for this sort of content more often. Thanks for watching.